Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for another Bulgarian workout. And man, having my play around day on Sunday sure helps when Monday gets here. Everything's pain-free, everything's good. Lifts were good today, everything was solid. Like I told you guys last week, I'm done with the 5-pound jumps on the squat, and it's not because I probably can't do them. It's because the RPE is probably going to get too high for daily lifts unless I start coasting at this point. So we did go ahead and increase the squat again, 2.5 pounds. 2.5 pounds. And right now, I'm pretty happy with my progress. And when I say that, I don't mean that I think I'm strong. I don't mean that I am anywhere near where I want to be. I'm not even within 50 pounds of where I want to be on a single lift. So let's make that part clear. I'm not even within 100 pounds of where I want to be on my squat. So, and where I intend to be. So let's not take it that way. But what I mean by I'm happy with my progress compared to where I was when I started this program again, particularly having not done some of these lifts for a long time and had just started rebuilding them really not that long, 4 or 5 months before doing this, because I took out 2 of the big 3. I didn't bench and I didn't squat for pretty much 2 years. I'm pretty happy with the way the progress has gone on this so far, especially considering I weigh less now. I'm 14 pounds lighter 13 weeks in, and all my lifts have improved on my daily lifts, right? Some of them have improved enormously. I'm going to say any lift that's improved more than 30 pounds, which is a couple of them, I'm happy with that. And in all honesty, even though the pressing has been only very, very small increases, the fact that my daily minimums have gone up at a body weight 14 pounds lighter, even though they're very, very modest increases, I'm happy with that. What if I can pull that off again? What if I can lose another 14 pounds and see very modest increases on my pressing? That would actually be pretty nice. But yeah, here's the squat. I uploaded it earlier today by itself, so you guys get an idea of it. Some people are like, man, you smoked that. What was the RPE on that? I'm like, it was a 9. It was a 9. People were like, really? I thought it would be less than that. No, it was RPE 9. That's where all my squats are right now. They're at least 9. Everything feels that way, And there we go. Got depth, and I snapshotted it to make sure I got depth for a thumbnail, which I put up on the other one so you guys can see that. Yeah, I'm happy with it though, and I'm getting my hand adjusted a little better to where my biceps not throbbing so hard. That's a problem because of that old injury. Sometimes I've really struggled with low bar again. That's why I high bar squatted last time. That's why when I built up to 508 back in the UK, I was still high bar squatting. That's why I did it at my meets. Because of that old bicep injury, getting my hand in a good position to where it didn't hurt was a problem. I'm starting to get it sorted out, and I'm doing a lot more massaging of the area. I bought a big massager and everything, trying to just do more soft tissue stuff with all of that. But it's coming along. I went ahead and bumped the bench up a hair today. The 315 has gone really well lately in spite of having lost weight for my daily on the close grip. So I did a 2.5 pound bump. Now, people need to remember too with the bench, we come down to that point of building strength versus demonstrating strength. People need to remember what I'm doing is rebuilding strength. All right, I'm close gripping, very, very modest arch, minimal arch, no leg drive. If you wanted to demonstrate strength and put up an impressive bench press or go compete in a powerlifting meet, that's probably not the best thing to do, is it? Because there you're trying to demonstrate strength. I'm building strength. Again, we use what Paul Carter always says. I'm doing one of the harder variations of the bench press that has enormous carryover to a competition style bench. This is more difficult. You can't lift as much weight. Look how long my range of motion is with my long arms and the close grip in spite of my barrel chest. So what I'm doing here with the bench, again, is not about demonstrating strength. I'm rebuilding it. You guys have to figure in, if I go over to a wider grip, fingers on the rings, an arch, leg drive, probably going to get 40 or 50 pounds out of that. So that if you practice with that enough. So that being said, that's not what I'm doing right now. I'll eventually go over to that. But right now, I'm just trying to rebuild my base in this nice long range of motion, no leg drive, all of that really forces you to develop strength again, and that's the point. Yeah, I'm forced to use a lighter weight. That's okay. There we go. A little slow at the top, but all good. Happy with that. So again, guys, you guys got to remember that point about building strength versus demonstrating it, and definitely the difference between daily minimums. What you're hitting every day is not going to be what you're going to max after you take a break. Hook grip, going great. I felt like the 405 was a little too easy even to start. So I went to 425 today, and that's what I'm going to do this week. And I've gone ahead and written down what I think I want to do, maybe a 10-pound bump every week. I figure if I pull with a deficit in my hook grip 6 days a week, that will let me rebuild my hamstring strength. It'll let me rebuild my technique on my deadlift, rebuild strength, and work the hook grip more. And if I do extra grip work every day, my grip should be just fine in proportion to it. The 425, as far as the pain goes, was negligible. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. And that's what I'm happy about. Basically, 2 weeks of really, really working hard on my hook grip. I've gone from about 9 days ago, 405, feeling like it was going to rip my thumbs off, to 425, feeling slightly uncomfortable. I wouldn't even describe it as painful at this point. It's uncomfortable. Now, 600 might hurt, but we're a long ways off from that, aren't we? Because I want to get comfortable doing over 500 every day on the deficit before we even go back to a normal deadlift, right? So it's going to be at least 8 weeks, and I'll probably do this longer. I might get to where I deficit pull up to 550 with a hook grip before I go back to full conventional deadlift. That might be reasonable, and that'll take however long it takes. I'm not in a hurry because I've got to worry about increasing my squat still. I need to get my squat over 500 every day, so I can't destroy my recovery too much rebuilding the deadlift. So we're going to take our time with it, and once we're comfortable with the squat, and maybe hitting something like 505 as a daily minimum, something in that range, 500, 505, then I'm going to not worry about progressing on the squat for a bit and just let it sit there and put some effort into that deadlift. And by then, my grip strength and my hook grip should be well enough to sort that out. We missed our 6th press last week, right? We got the first 5 days in a row, and it would have been the first week that I've done 225 6 days in a row, but we missed it on Saturday. Today I blasted it, just went right up. Taking 1 day off from pressing. It's a beautiful thing. So this week, let's get the 225 all 6 days. I'm going to shoot for that. That'll be a PR in its own way. In other words, once something successfully becomes my daily minimum for the entire work week, that's a PR. So let's shoot for that. And hopefully I can lose some weights. People are like, where's your weight at? My weight hadn't gone down. Man, I've been at the same weight for a week and a half. Like I had dropped 12 pounds before the DEXA scan. From the day of the DEXA scan, I lost 2 pounds over the next week. Nothing. I've just been sitting at the same body weight. But I'm also eating a lot of salt, drinking a lot of water. I'm trying to stay as hydrated as possible for my performance in the gym. So I could still be losing body fat. I probably am. My diet is absurdly clean right now. I'm not letting myself eat junk. I'm not giving myself any cheat days. I feel like I haven't earned any cheat days. Till I see that scale, even with me eating salt, tons of salt and water every day, until that scale is under 230, I don't get a slice of pizza. I haven't earned it yet. I need to earn that. I need to earn that 3 slices of pizza. I'm not there yet. I don't deserve it. And that's the way I'm looking at it. I'm telling myself that until I'm at that weight, you don't deserve that cheat day. You're not getting one. And however long that takes, 5 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever, I don't get my cheat day. Brown rice and beans and chicken, and watermelon and kiwi and Greek yogurt, a little bit of peanut butter. I want a treat, get some natural peanut butter. All right, chin up. I did 95 today. That's what I said I was going to try to do this week, because we had been doing 90 twice a day. And now that I'm cutting back to once a day, I feel like I should be able to progress a little bit on it. Now, we had a little bump that should give me that extra performance. We specialized in the chin up for a couple weeks. It got double priority. Now it's the last lift I do. And since it's my only real upper body pull, I had to look back because I wasn't sure if I turned the camera on. I need to make it count. So we need to start progressing on it again. So we bumped up this to 95 pounds, and I think I can get this every day. Hopefully so. And then if I lose more weight, obviously it needs to go up. But there we go. Got it. Dead hang, chin over the bar. Good to go. So all lifts were successful today. Some lifts increased. So I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.